Hey, welcome back. Well, I thought I'd bring you up to date on the Battlebox series. If you haven't seen Battlebox 1 and Battlebox 2, I'll put the links in the show notes and also above so you can kind of take a look to see where we're going with all of this. But just to give you a brief update, I signed up for the Battlebox Pro Plus Edition, which is $149 a month, plus shipping. And of course, as you know, the subscription is they take money out of your account on a monthly basis, and then they ship your package, and you don't know what's in it, etc. And you go to the battlebox.com website and see all that. But unfortunately, after box number 2, I was going to cancel my subscription, but things happened in my life. I got distracted and priorities changed. I forgot to cancel the subscription. They took money out of my account, sent me box number 3. When I got the shipping notice that the thing was shipped, I went ahead and canceled the subscription. And at the end, you're going to see why I'm not too unhappy that I did that. I'm going to try really hard not to be too emotional and too ranty on this, but it's going to get a little hairy at the end here for me, and I'm going to try to be a professional about all this. But please forgive me if I don't live up to some people's standards. Okay, so when this box came in the mail, obviously I didn't really want it to begin with. So right away I took 2 items out of there that I'll talk about real quick here, that I'll show you pictures instead of being able to show the items, because I took the 2 items out of the box without removing them from their respective packages. I said, I'm not going to use that, I'm not going to use that. So I put it back in the box, in a different box, put some packing material in there, taped it up, and put the 2 items on eBay. 5 days later, they were gone. One was a pocket chainsaw, and the other one from Zippo was a 4-in-1 Woodsman combination tool. And like I said, you'll see the pictures up here that were the actual pictures of the items that I put on eBay. I think the pocket chainsaw was about 15 bucks, and I think the Zippo tool you could get in a $50 or $60 range, brand new. I got about 50 bucks out of the whole auction. I started it at $9.99, not including shipping. It was like $48, I think, for the 2 items. So I took a bit of a bath on them from a retail perspective, but I wasn't going to use them. And if somebody else can use them, all the better. All right, so those 2 items, I'm not going to rant about too much at the end, like I'm probably going to do some of these other items. So, because I just took them out, didn't really look at them that well, did a little tiny research as to what they were, put them on eBay, and off they went. All right, so these are the remaining items. The first item that came in the box was a 12 by 9.5 foot ripstop nylon all-purpose tarp, which has got the Battlebox name on it. Battlebox logo, all-purpose tarp, comes in a ripstop nylon bag. It's a ripstop nylon tarp. I believe it's a tarp only. I don't know anything about the tarp other than, well, wait a minute. I guess I should give you a little bit of an idea, right? It wouldn't be just fair to say it's a tarp and be that. Oh wow, it's got some, looks like it's got some really nice ties on it. Some cross-stitch ties. You remember, grommets aren't as good as, you know, regular sewn-in anchor points. So that looks interesting. That seemed to be a fairly nice item. But they always seem to have a overall theme to the box, and then they throw 1 or 2 items in there that aren't necessarily with a theme. That's one of the items. The rest of the box seemed to have a cutting theme to it. The only other item that didn't seem to go along with the cutting theme were these 2 Gorilla Clips, which I thought were pretty cool. You know, you can use those, put those in your pack, as if your tarp throws an anchor point or a grommet or whatever, you can use that as a backup. The pocket chainsaw probably needed some sort of throw stone with it, you know, to throw the cord up over the branch. but Battlebox evidently makes these 300 gram, 10.5 ounce, or 10.6 ounce throw bags, probably just a nylon bag with some BBs in it or whatever. That was included with the box, so that's not, you know, it's sort of a cutting theme if you're putting it with a pocket chainsaw. But we'll get to the tools here. Okay, by Outdoor Edge Survival Series was what they call a saberback Bowie knife. It's made by Outdoor Edge Survival Series. Looks like a pretty decent knife. It's got a saw on the back of it, pretty large, good fit in the hand, composite handle. Not a full tang knife, unfortunately. Might be a useful tool. Wicked Tree Gear handsaw, comparable to your Laplander silky type saws. Feels like it's got basically a cast aluminum handle with rubberized cover on the side, very comfortable. Locking open and close, which is a nice feature. Stainless steel blade, looks like it's made mostly for dry wood in terms of how the teeth are set on it. Let's see, this is by Elk Ridge, and this is kind of a cool tool. This seems to be like one of the only tools that really kind of lit a light bulb over my head in terms of, you know, whether or not I would use it, you know, extensively in the future. Because of the fact that it's, you know, it's part hatchet, part knife, small, looks like it's very functional, has multiple uses on it. Looks like it's got a little skinning blade here. Looks like a few wrench sizes here that you might be able to use for some nuts, although I don't know any big nuts like that I might use, maybe on my lawnmower. Full tang, nice composite looking handle, pretty secure pins in it. Very sharp blade, good thickness to it, good balance, good feel to it. I can really see myself using this, I'm really happy about this particular item. So there's that. Then there's this. This is from Smith's. It's called the technical term for it, I guess, is the Natural Tinder Maker with Fire Starter. So I'll give you a little bit of instructions here in different languages. And basically what it is, it's a little cheese grater on top of a plastic box that inside is stored a striker and a ferrocerium rod that's very small. I have to be honest with you, I made this video, this is my third attempt to make this video because it seemed like every time I got to this, I went off for 15 minutes on a rant. One time I filled up the SD card in the camera so much because I just went on and on and on about it. And people that know me, sometimes I do have a tendency to do that. I have a tendency to rant and get on my soapbox, and I'm really going to try this time not to do that. But maybe I'll just try to keep it short and sweet. This sort of was one of the items in this box that gave me a sour taste about Battlebox in general. Battlebox in general, in particular this particular box. Because when I got this, I thought to myself, I paid $149 for this box. Nobody held a gun to my head, it was my choice, okay? I paid $150. Now shipping isn't free, so I had to pay for that too. So for $150, you're gonna give me a gift box and you're gonna send me this. Okay? I think it's junk. All right, I wouldn't give this to somebody. You know, I'd rather teach somebody and make sure that in their 5C kit they had the appropriate tools. This wouldn't be one of the tools. There's a number of things. The items don't fit well within the box. The cheese grater is pretty cheap in that I'm sure after some use, it's probably gonna self-destruct. It doesn't latch well on the box itself. The cord is unnecessarily too big, and as such it takes up too much room in the box. You know, the ferrocerium rod oxidizes to the point where you can't even use it which they all do, granted, but it's so small. If you're using this as your go-to to making tinder and your hands are cold and you're trying to get a fire started, I'm just, you know, and then you open it up and you look inside and it's made in China, which led me into, this is the rest of the rant, that there, other than, I can't speak for the Zippo 4-in-1 Woodsman, and I can't speak to the pocket chainsaw, all right? I didn't look on the packages before I sent them off as to where they were made. But everything else, with the exception of the Gorilla Clips, that I can tell here is made in China. And to me, that's a little bit of a heartbreak. I mean, Battlebox is an American startup company that they're going to go around. They have the ability to get equipment from everywhere. And in the first box, it seemed like most of the items that were in there that were made in the United States. And they seemed like good quality items. But then all of a sudden I get this box and all of a sudden every single thing in here is made in China. And I have a problem with that because I try to, as much as I can, buy things that are made in the United States. And sometimes you don't, and you know, inadvertently you go out and buy something, sometimes you don't, and it's made in China. And, you know, I guess that's just the way it goes because we've become a country where we're a service industry, we're not a manufacturing country anymore, which is a shame because I know there are a lot of hard-working Americans out there trying to whether they're craftsmen or artists or whatever, trying to make products within the United States, and it's a struggle for, you know, I'm not going to get into an hour-long video as to why. You guys can all have your own opinions on that. From a Battlebox perspective, it's just, I got some sour grapes here about the whole China thing. All right, so I ended the subscription primarily because I just didn't want to pay the $149 anymore. As for Battlebox as a whole, you know, I'm going to give them some feedback here. I expect that they're going to send me a survey shortly. If they don't send me a survey, I'm definitely going to send them a little feedback. I told them that I wanted to just pause my subscription. That's because they want to know why you're ending it when you end it on their website, when you cancel the subscription. But I'm going to send them, if they don't send me a survey, I'm going to send them a little letter saying, thank you very much, appreciated the opportunity, blah, 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 blah. They didn't give this to me for free. You know, this is not something sponsored by them. I paid for this. They don't know that I'm doing this. So just so you know, this is not something that I'm getting paid to do by them. But that'll be the end of it. Anyway, if you liked the video today, you thought it was informative, etc., or entertaining anyway, hit the like button. If you don't like the video, please feel free to hit the unlike button. I got pretty thick skin. The only thing I ask you to do, and I don't think it's too much to ask, is to go down in the comments section and say, you know what, John, it was good, except you could have done this better, you should have done that better, you shouldn't have done that. I'd appreciate it. It helps me make videos better. You get a better product. I learn, everybody, it's a win-win. Last but not least, please hit the subscribe button. We're going to be doing videos, more videos of different things, reviews. I'm going to be getting back outdoors here again soon as my business is kind of put to bed for the year. And we'll have some neat stuff. And by all means, if you have some suggestions, what you want to see, reviews, whatever, put them in the comments section. Hey, I'm all for that. So until next time, hope you have a great holiday. Thanksgiving's coming up upon us pretty soon. Christmas too. And we'll talk to you real soon. Stay safe. Take care now.